Oh, look, I got to warn you about the next segment of this show. Ken Ehrlich, the producer, and he's a friend of mine, he thought it would be a great idea to put some terrific musicians together in one room and without any kind of plan, just kind of see what happens. Now, we're about to see this, but if it doesn't work, remember, it's Ken's idea. If it does work, it's mine. Oh, but also, if it doesn't work, Ken ain't a friend of mine anymore. Come on.
I remember the first time I heard Joni. The first time I met you, actually. It was in 1967. I remember the situation. It was at the Oliver Cromwell Hotel. And you were... It was me and Elvin Bishop and you sat and played this song for me that was so captivating. It was so unbelievable. I don't remember what it was called. It was called Harlequin.
Oh, I remember that thing, yeah.
And it was so incredible. And it really moved me. And I had never met you before, and I don't know if you'd even recorded at that point. It was so intricate.
I forgot you were there at that.
Yeah, it was so intricate and delicate and beautiful. And it really had a tremendous impact on me. Thanks for that.
Oh.
1967. 20...
I mean, there's a lot of things we could do.
It's true.
Well, let's see about honing it down. Oh, let's see.
Well, I thought, I know we got to start from scratch, but we got to start from somewhere from scratch, right?
Yeah, right.
So
you got to have a pen to scratch or a fingernail.
I like to set a song inside a song sometimes. Like it's like a throwback in a movie. So I was thinking, Furry Sings the Blues. I always had an idea to do that tune with Miles at some point. Matter of fact, I approached him during his locked up period. He wasn't going out to do it. It's a song that you could set up an atmosphere, like in the last verse it goes to the Darktown Society, come right out of the bricks at me like it's a Saturday night. Everybody's in their finery, dancing it up and making deals. Like this is Memphis set. This is like I'm walking down the street in Memphis in 1983, and you can feel the history oozing back from, when was their heyday? That was like the 30s Prohibition, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When the street was active. And you could go into kind of, you could, from that point of departure, using me as a narrator, then I could step out and you could take off into some kind of like more regular jazz version.
Yeah. Hope everybody do it now.
Next time you be nobody's going to play.
That'll leave more room for me to play.
Yeah, right.
Pawn shops glitter like gold tooth caps. In the gray decay they chew the last few dollars off old Beale Street's carcass. Carrion and mercy, blue and silver sparkling drums, cheap guitars, ice sheets, and guns aimed at the hot blood of being no one. Down and out in Memphis, Tennessee, oh, Furry sings the blues. You bring him smoke and drink and he'll play for you. It's mostly muttering now, sideshow spiel. But there was one song he played I could really feel. Oh, Furry's got nobody. Oh, Furry's got nobody. The new daisy, the old girl silent across the street. She's silent, waiting for the reckless beat, staring at her stolen name. Diamond boys and satin dolls, bourbon laughter, ghosts, history balls, the parking lots and the shopping malls. As they tear down old Beale Street, oh, Furry sings the blues. He points a bony finger at you and he says, I don't like you. Everybody laughs like it's Furry's standard joke, but it's true. We're only welcome for our drink and smoke.
Francisco. I met you because David Rubenson introduced me to you.
That's right, in the studio.
Right, but I didn't get a chance to hear you.
The first time we worked together was with George Benson's All Stars. Remember that?
Oh, right.
What I remember
What
about
was
that
it, Saratoga or something?
No, it was before that. But what I remember about that experience was I was like the new kid on the block. You know, everybody was veterans. I was just, you know, sort of intimidated by being on the same stage with y'all. But I remember coming up to you and saying something like, you know, when I go up to the mic to take my solo, don't be nice to me. Don't sort of let up on what you're doing. And I can remember the song that we were playing. I do remember that the moment I stepped up to the microphone, you put the music through a blender of some kind. It just changed it up so much, you know.
The time I remember meeting you was at a weather report session, and I walked in with Jocko, and it was a closed session, and when I walked in, you were standing up kind of at an elevated position, and you gave me the stink eye. You made it like, you know, it was a closed session, so I went, yes, sir, you know. I sunk down into the couch, like in one corner, like I just sort of let the couch, like, swallow me up, like I didn't make a sound all the time we were in there. Do you remember that? And when we were leaving, just as we were leaving, you came up and you threw your arms around my waist and gave me a big hug. And we left.
We played a concert opposite each other, I think in Baltimore. Is it Baltimore? Oh,
Columbia, Maryland?
yeah, maybe that was it.
Meriwether Post.
Meriwether Post. Yeah, I think that's where it was. And you came on and played, and man, you played some fantastic stuff too. I mean, it was. I mean, the way you built the choruses, they would each time they got higher and higher and higher and higher. You know, till it built to a frenzy. That was.
Well, the pressure was on. I knew you were there.
Oh, you kidding? That was exciting, though. That was really, really great. And I think that was really the first time I really got a chance to hear you live.
remember the first time I heard you and Wayne at the same time was when ESP came out.
Really?
That was the first time. And I was starting to feel like pretty good. I was starting to get a little mastery of changes, my 251s. I thought, I put that record on, and I said, I'm in real trouble. I'm in real trouble. I sat there and I said, what is going on? What, but wait, is that what are they It fucked me up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what happened? Before we did that album, I said, how much before? Maybe a month or a couple months before. We played in Detroit, and Tony Williams and I used to play behind George Coleman, all the wild, daring stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then when Miles would play his solo, because we were so used to hearing Miles with Wynton Kelly or Bill Evans,
right,
and then Jimmy Cobb and on drums or Philly Joe, that we would play what we thought would make Miles feel comfortable, you know. And then one day Miles says, why don't you play behind me? You play behind George. And we said, really? And so we said, oh, okay. So the next tune that we played, Tony let him have it. You know, he pulled all this stuff out, you know, and we started playing with the changes and with the rhythm. And Miles started bobbing and weaving and trying to find a place in that stuff. And we were moving away from the tonality.
Tonality, yeah, because there was no...
We come and go unknown, each so deep and superficial, between the forceps and the stone. Tributes to finality, to eternity. Then I looked at myself here, chicken scratching for my immortality. In the church they light the candles, the wax rolled down like tears. There is the hope and the hopelessness I've witnessed all these years. We're just particles of change, I know, orbiting around the sun. How can I have that point of view? Always bound and tied to someone. White flags of winter chimneys, wave of truce against the moon. In the mirrors of a modern bank, from the window of my hotel room. theater.
I don't think I've ever had as much fun in my whole life. I mean, so I swear to God, I'm just dancing everything, man. It's great. Bobby, come on in. It's a very nice thing you've done for my soul. Hallelujah. Johnny? Yeah. Can we get you across?
Hey, man. I see you on Fujiyama.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Really, thank you, man. I really enjoyed it. I had a ball.
Johnny,
Had a ball. Hey, there's somebody left over there.
Herbie, that was fun.
Sure was.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
All right. All right. Well, that's it for the very first edition of Showtime Coast to Coast. I told you it was going to be different. And, of course, jazz musicians never lie, right? I hope we get a chance to do it again. And until the next time, thanks for being with us. Good night.